Kristal Hart, and we are at 3 Arena in Dublin, Ireland. We're in front of a sold-out crowd. Katie Taylor defeats Chantelle Cameron by majority decision to become the undisputed super lightweight champion of the world. A matter of fact, the new undisputed super lightweight champion of the world. And now, let's go to post.
And I said earlier at the press conference this week, we're all very lucky to be involved in this fight, and I think you will all echo that. We're very lucky to witness what we saw tonight. Just an incredible fight between two pound-for-pound greats of the sport. Incredible effort from Chantelle Cameron and Katie Taylor. They're almost written off in the build-up to this fight by many. Just rolled back. They've rolled back the years, but just put on the performance of the career to become a two-division undisputed world champion. Katie joining us up here with Ross. Over to you guys for questions.
Katie, I've got one for you. Obviously you've done so much in your career, amateur, professional. Where does that rank? I saw the emotion in the ring. I've not seen that from you before, so where does that rank in your career so far?
Well, it definitely feels like the greatest night in my career so far. I think it was the longest 6 months of waiting for this rematch. I think over the last few months I've just gone to bed thinking about this rematch, and just the pressure over the last few months as well. Everyone writing me off. I can't believe so many people were writing me off, to be honest. And I was just this win meant so much to me. A two-weight undisputed champion, in front of my home crowd. Definitely such a special night.
You've always been the favourites going into fights, so when people were writing you off, going into this training camp, did that add more fire to your belly to go in there and obviously get the win over Chantelle Cameron? Who's the bigger girl? She is this, she's just kind of a little bit of power, so did that give you that extra fuel in that fight tonight?
I think so. I mean, I think going off the loss, you have to obviously, I guess, go the extra mile and train over the last few months. I put our body through torture over these last few months of preparation for this rematch, and we knew we were really well prepared stepping in here, but definitely people writing me off. I was nearly half offended that people were actually writing me off so much. It's great to prove people wrong, and I'm back on top again.
One more from me, sorry Kate, one more from me. Obviously, boxing we've all seen great trilogies. We'll go to Nicky Ward and Gatti, we'll go to Barrera Morales, Tyson Fury, Wilder more recently. You up for a trilogy? You said that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think, like I was saying in the ring, I don't think women's boxing has seen a trilogy before. So, one of my favourite fighters is Marco Antonio Barrera Morales. It's the best trilogy you could ever see. So, if we can have that type of a trilogy, that would be absolutely iconic for the sport. And even better if we did get it in Croke Park, 80,000 people. That's the statement we've all wanted for the homecoming, so that would be absolutely amazing if that happened.
Thanks, Kate.
Katie, did it feel a little bit different in the early going this time around? It seemed different for us watching. Just you seemed more sharp almost, and you kind of said afterwards you were a bit flat last time. Just wondering why that was.
Yeah, it obviously didn't. I think everybody watching the fight knew I wasn't myself in the last fight, and I definitely felt a lot better going into this fight. And I knew it was going to be a lot different. Just stepping through, I knew I was going to be myself tonight. I knew I was going to be able to pull it off. Box very, very smart early on in the fight, and I think that's what we're going to find out.
Is there anything you can tell us now about some of the differences in your preparation that you, well, obviously for obvious reasons, weren't willing to divulge before the fight?
It's healthier.
Got more sleep.
Katie, how would you sum up the atmosphere out there tonight?
Absolutely amazing. The atmosphere is always so special, but yeah, tonight was a very, very special night for myself. I'm overwhelmed sometimes just thinking of the support I get. Yeah, I can hardly speak at the moment.
What was different about this training camp compared to the last one, Katie?
Just the preparation was just a lot better, and the sparring was a lot better. We actually brought Sandy Ryan in for sparring over the last few weeks, and she was a vital part of my preparation as well. So grateful for Sandy. She came on for the last few weeks and helped me out in preparation for this fight. So That was a big help as well.
And you normally say you don't look back at fights, but did you look back and study Cameron the first?
I watched around 10 seconds of the last fight, so I can't watch it.
Eddie, do you intend on doing the trilogy?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, look, I think firstly, the support of Ireland and the gates that we've registered here have enabled us to make mega fights and start to get to the levels that these great fighters deserve, and we can do that in Ireland. There's not many places that we can do that. This is Katie's third successive 7-figure sellout gate, Madison Square Garden, and now twice at the 3 Arena. And as I said at the shopping centre on Wednesday, there's not really, you could count on one hand the draws in boxing the size of Katie Taylor. It's Canelo, it's AJ, it's Fury, and it's Katie Taylor, and that's it globally. So really, to reach those heights of what they deserve, we need to be in Ireland. And I know that Chantelle will feel that it didn't go her way and things were up again, but the reality is, if we want to reach those levels financially and pay fighters what they deserve, we need to hit huge gates. And Katie Taylor draws huge gates, especially in Ireland. And that's the reality of the situation. So, my first thoughts are, if we're going Croke Park, which we'll do everything we can to, Chantelle Cameron is the pick for the trilogy. And it's really only Chantelle Cameron or Amanda Serrano. They're the 2 mega fights out there that Croke Park warrants.
Eddie,
So, if those fighters want that opportunity and want those kind of paydays and chance at legacy, like Katie can deliver, absolutely love to.
Katie, what would you prefer, Serrano or the trilogy with Cameron?
I really don't care either one, to be honest. Which one would you prefer?
But don't put me on the spot like that. I'll take either.
You get him lost for words.
You came back to Brave with the gold medal. You came back with the world belt. Any plans to come back with the? How many is 8, 12 belts you have? The people of Bray love you. Will you visit us over the next few days? We want to see you coming home, basically.
Down to Bray, yeah. I'm not too sure what the plans are for the next couple of weeks, but I am home for the next few weeks. So, I'm just looking forward to spending a bit of time with my family. Really, it's been a busy few months of preparation for this fight, so I get a chance to relax. So it's amazing to be home.
Eddie, look, Katie deserves a break, obviously. Look, she's had a grueling fight. When do you start making the moves for Croke Park? I know I know the way you think. Is it going to be tomorrow morning? You're going to be up there?
Yeah, I mean,
Headquarters.
I don't want to upset anyone in the process. So maybe Brian, the local, can come in and have these friendly chats with people and stuff like that. But I feel like everyone's got to put the pressure up. From the country to the politicians to the sport. Like, we can make a financial case on the tourism of why an event like this would be a huge success for this country. But we also have to, if they can't also understand the compassionate side of giving this event and this night to the greatest ever athlete, then I don't really know what we're doing. But also, we're not even asking for favours. All we're asking for is for the costs to be in line with the biggest stadiums in the world where we hold boxing. So we don't want a free stadium. If they want to give us one, that'd be marvellous. Okay. But all we're saying is, could we just make it there or thereabouts at Wembley, or Millennium Stadium, or Dallas Cowboys? And shouldn't we just try and all work together to do that? I mean, what a moment that would be. I mean, you see that tonight, and that's only 9,000. And the difference is, which I said before about going to Croke Park, we can make it more accessible to people. We have to hit numbers on a gate. So we draw up a gate plan. It's expensive tonight. The tickets are expensive and not everybody can go. You go to the shopping centre, you've got all generations. 8, 9-year-olds, you've got granddads, and when you can have €30 tickets or cheaper and 10,000 of them, it's going to be a massive celebration for generations in this country. And that's the appeal. And I know it would appeal to Katie as well. At the end of the day, it's great to drive a big gate at the 3 Arena, but if we can drive, even if it's a similar gate with 60,000, to see those people come out would be a visual moment that this country would never forget.
Katie, just to focus on what you've achieved tonight in the ring. How enjoyable was it to take part in that contest compared to maybe others who've taken part in it? Were you able to have fun in there?
Well, I think every time you step into the ring, you're supposed to enjoy your sport, and it's probably hard when you're in the middle of a battle, but I definitely love when my name is being announced as a winner. That's the most enjoyable part, obviously.
Does Cameron bring out the best in you?
I think our styles definitely match very, very well. It's never going to be an easy fight against her. We're both going to have to dig down deep, and yeah, I think we definitely gel very well together.
Okay, just on Pro Park, what would it mean for you to fight there?
It would be amazing. 80,000 people, and then our most iconic stadium. That's what we've been looking forward to over the last year. It's been amazing that the fight here in the free arena, but Pro Park will be just absolutely, iconic.
And Ed Sheeran even said he'd sing her out.
Katie,
James.
Katie, you talked about Amanda Serrano there, and this is probably one for you and Ross. She said that she wants to stay at 12 threes. Where do you sit on that? Would you go to 12 threes with Amanda Serrano if possible?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy to do 12 threes with Amanda. I think the 12 threes actually suits the boxer more than the fighter, so I'd be very, very happy to fight 12 threes.
Katie, now I'm just been out 2 weights. Which way would you prefer to stay up? Lightweight or super lightweight?
I'm happy to wherever the best fights are, really, the biggest fights and the best fights. I could easily go back down to 135 as well, so whatever.
Katie, sometimes
Let's go ask you a question. Give her a break.
sometimes boxers aren't given the credit they deserve, after they come back from a loss. But tonight was absolutely phenomenal. How proud are you of yourself?
Yeah, I'm obviously, it's always great.
Just watching you.
It's incredible. Sorry.
How proud are you of yourself? I know that sometimes people struggle to without sounding big-headed, but you've got to be really proud of yourself tonight.
Yeah, no, it's definitely an amazing moment for myself, my team, Ross.
I'm proud of him. We're all proud of him.
So Ross, how was your reaction to the win, or how confident were you beforehand?
I was very comfortable. I know there's a lot of doubters. I think you were one of them, but might be what
Don't be naming anyone out. No name.
Shut people like that up and just doing what we do. So I wasn't surprised at all.
Ross, was this probably the easiest camp for Katie you've had? Obviously coming off the defeat, obviously the motivation was there. She doesn't need any more motivation to come back. It was probably, in terms of, you didn't have to motivate her, obviously she knew she was going to
She's
get
always
back.
motivated. Katie's beat girls with a torn calf. She's had things that have happened where she has to work around. So her motivation never wavers, and she always works hard. She had some situations in her career where no one knew about it, and she went in there and she wasn't 100%. She still bust her ass. So she was healthier, and she was able to train properly, and that's the result.
Can you outline the game plan that you gave to Katie for pulling off tonight's victory, and how she implemented it?
One round at a time. You can make a game plan, but you got to see what's in front of you. And I know that a big part of it was trying to shut down Cameron's jab, because when you take her jab away, she can't do a whole lot. She needs to get momentum off the lead hand, but you sit still with her, and she's going to bang. So early on, I thought we moved really well. We countered her jab and shut it down. But like I said, it's one round at a time.
What were you telling her in the ring as you were watching her performance?
Just depending on what I saw, I guess. It's like you're just kind of commenting on the fight and what you think she needs to do at the moment. So it varies round by round.
Just quickly, 2 years ago it looked like Ireland was never a reality. I'm sure as much as you like London and Wembley Arena, you're much happier to be here. Now it is a reality. We didn't even know if we'd be here. Now we're talking about Pro Park potentially. Shows how much you've come, and also boxing's come over here. Real proud, special moment.
Yeah, amazing. Even the last time, when I was stepping out the last time, I was really getting emotional. Because a couple of years ago I didn't think this was ever going to happen, and here I was, the first time boxing at home as a pro. Obviously the result didn't go my way, but just to have the chance to actually box in my own country is absolutely, every fighter wants that. And the fight here in a set-out stadium is the stuff of dreams. It's amazing.
Katie, Chantelle was telling a story before the fight that that she had messaged you on Instagram after the first fight, just to say thanks for the opportunity, and that you left her on red. Will you have a chance to get back to her this time?
I don't even look out my Instagram account for
Dr. Tomas. That's very rude of you, Tomas.
Hold on a minute. But when you replied to me, was that Thomas?
Yeah.
That was a bit rude.
Eddie, just I think it's 7 years, like this weekend since Katie made her professional debut. Would you have ever thought that you were going to have nights like this?
No,
Pro party on the horizon?
she came into the office with Brian, and she sent me a lovely, I mean, you all know the story, she sent me a lovely message that I think was written by her brother. You know,
very well written.
Yeah, and I thought, I watched her in the London 2012, I thought, oh, I'll have the meeting. I knew Brian was involved, so, and it was a meeting, and we just got on so well. We went for lunch. I remember the lunch like it was yesterday, down at Smith's in Ongar, and we had a lovely bit of fish. And then it was just like, when we went to Wembley Arena for the debut, they were laughing at us. Like, even my dad was sort of saying to me, what is going on here? What? All the old school, women's boxing, what's going on here? I mean, women don't box, And then from that first performance, everything changed, right? And it built and it built and it built. And, we have done a great job, but we couldn't have done it without Katie's performances, because that was the difference. Every time she fought on every big stage, everyone went, wow. And we sat in that room and we talked, I probably was giving some spiel about, we'll headline in Ireland, Madison Square Garden, but no one could have imagined how the story would play out. And actually when they said tonight, 22 fights, that was your 23rd fight tonight, I was actually thinking in the ring, wow, we've had 23 fights, I can't, we've been everywhere. She's boxed Millennium Stadium, Wembley Stadium, Philadelphia, Boston, New York, Liverpool, Manchester, London, I mean everywhere, Ireland especially. So I'm just so pleased we got this chapter. Even if tonight was the final, part of the story, I would be delighted that we got the opportunity to fight twice in Ireland. But as it happens, there's a few more chapters to go yet. And like I said, genuinely been one of the most enjoyable. Katie, as you guys know, Katie, you keep Katie, let Katie to herself. I've got unbelievable respect for her. I don't like to get involved because she does sometimes scare me. And this week particularly, I've just been like, I could see her all week. And I know that you guys didn't get the time that you necessarily wanted, but you also knew why, right? And you took it on the chin well, and you acknowledge that. No one really moaned, right? Which, to me anyway, thank you. But that's what when you talk about a true great, you hold your hands up. And I wouldn't have even said to her this week, do us a favour, just do a couple more interviews. I was petrified. I mean, normally I'd say to Brian, I didn't even say anything to Brian. Brian just looked at me and went, don't even, go away. And Ross done a great job of pulling her out of situations. That's what a team does. You're down, she wanted to go and see kids and sign autographs, and Ross went out. And that was a difference tonight, because last time she looked spent. Physically she weren't herself, but also it draining, really draining. And the team did well to make sure she went in with plenty of energy.
Ross, what about your...
I think it was 1 minute 20 seconds ring walk. That was obviously something you were focusing on, getting into the ring quick and not letting the emotions scare us.
I just couldn't wait to get into the ring tonight, to be honest. I wasn't thinking about the ring walk, I just wanted to get into the ring and fight. Like I said, it was a long way since the last fight, and I was just ready to fight at this stage. I just wanted to get the fight on and get the win.
Katie, when you hear Eddie talking about your wider legacy, everything you've achieved beyond boxing, how does that make you feel, especially given what you've achieved again tonight?
It's amazing just looking at so many kids there against mine. That's what makes it worthwhile for me, really. I've seen Amy Broadhurst tonight as well, an amazing champion herself, and having a chance to inspire people like that. If I inspire a girl like Amy Broadhurst, I think I've done my job well. I'm happy. She's an amazing champion, and and I think she's going to be an amazing pro as well, by the way. She's going to be definitely one for the future. I can't wait to see her as a pro. She's going to be a world champion without a doubt. So I'm just excited to see her career and the rest of the young girls are coming up as well. It's amazing.
And Eddie, just on Crow Park, what do you need? You're talking about making it happen, but what the barriers that were there before, are they still there? And what do you need from the authorities in Ireland?
In line with every other stadium.
So it's just cost.
Yeah, I mean, because otherwise we can't deliver what Katie deserves. Of course, every athlete, every boxer wants to make money. Katie's never one that's gonna, like she's got a team to push that. But I want to give her what she deserves, and that we're always under pressure. It's all very well saying, oh, she changed the face of the sport, she's broken down barriers. When it's all said and done, you better make sure you get what you deserve while you have done all those things. So we just want to make sure that if she was fighting at Wembley Stadium, she would receive the same purse that she would receive at Croke Park. And I don't, I know, like some people don't like to talk about the money, so I will. Because I have to make sure that she gets absolutely what she deserves, and at the current cost, she just wouldn't. And the numbers don't make sense because I have to deliver her the right number because it's my job.
And why do you think that'll change?
Because how can you not provide that? I mean, you guys have had a pretty rough week, right? Tonight, you look around. I mean, not being funny. When we come to this country, not sounding cheesy, the welcome that we receive is unbelievable. It's the only place I don't get booed. People stopping me in the car going, Eddie, I'm Katie Taylor, yes, tonight we're... and that's such a great feeling. So when you saw our things that happened this week, and then you see tonight, and you see people with passion, holding the flag up and supporting one of their own. And again, if we were asking for money, if we were asking for a free stadium, if we were asking for all these things, we're not. We're just saying, let one of your greatest athletes of all time have her night. Also for a night that will drive unbelievable tourism and financial benefit to the city and the country. More so than a yachting tournament or something else that they'll support.
Speaking of events, sorry.
I like yachting.
It has been a dark few days for the country. I'm sure you seen a few people online now, many messages online are saying that you brought a bit of light to them tonight. What's your message to them?
Well, if that's the case, I'm very happy about that. I think I was heartbroken to hear about the stabbing of a 5 and 6 year old kids. It's absolutely cowardly. I can't even fathom what those families are going through. So, very, very happy to be alive in the country at this moment. And my heart's gone out to those families down around me.
Thank you.
Speaking of events this week, Eddie, I mean, there has been a lot of talk and criticism of your links with Conor McGregor.
You had to do it, didn't you? I have to tell you this. I'm so bored of talking about it. All you ever do is look for a negative, right? Conor McGregor is Conor McGregor. I don't represent him. I don't talk about his comments. He has a brand that has backed the sport of boxing, and it has nothing to do with Katie Taylor, the show, the company. His opinions are his opinions. Tonight, we celebrate one of your greatest ever athletes. No more questions about Conor McGregor.
Well, I'm not being negative, but I have to ask the question.
But then you can ask me
well,
away from the press
conference.
Question. No, but you can ask me. You can ask me after the press conference. I'll answer it. Not in front of Katie Taylor. This is her night, and congratulations to one of the greatest athletes I've ever had.
And I'm Kristal Hart reporting from 3 Arena here in Dublin, Ireland. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the fights.